everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I am testing for you some Primark makeup items. I am really excited to give them a go. I've not tried anything from Primark before, so I'm really excited to see what they can offer. First of all, there was two things that I couldn't find, so I'm just going to use my NYX Pore Filler Primer and my number 7 concealer, and then we'll jump straight into the video. So first of all, I have done that, and I just want to say well done to Primark. I was really I really wasn't expecting to see so much different varieties of things that you could use in there. I was really expecting like one or two things, and I was completely overwhelmed by how much stuff Primark had to offer, so I was very impressed. So let's jump straight in with foundation. I have got the PS My Perfect Colour Matte Foundation, medium full coverage, matte finish, oil free. That's this little boy here, and I've got this shade Vanilla. I tried this in the tester and then I took forever trying to find one that wasn't opened. That is one of the only things that I do find with Primark, is that it is a bit of a free-for-all, and there is sometimes quite messy displays and things like that, but eventually I managed to do to the back and find one. So all I've done is just taken the wrapper off here, so I knew it was a brand new one, so I know I'm going to get a full bottle. So let's give this a try. Okay, so this was £3 and it's got a squeezy pump on the top, so I'm just going to take a bit of that on the back of my hand, if I can get some out. You've got to pump it a bit before you can get anything out of there. Oh, here we go. Right, oh, it's quite watery. My normal ones are a bit more thicker than that, but it's quite runny, if you can see here. It's just running down my hand a little bit, but let's hit my beauty blender and let's give it a go. I wasn't sure what to expect with any of the Primark makeup. I know it was a good price, but is it good quality for the money? That's what I really want to know. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you have tried Primark makeup before, don't be beeping outside my window, thank you. If you've tried Primark makeup before, I would love to hear your thoughts and what you thought about it, because I really want to know, do people use this stuff every day, or is it just a gimmick that people do for videos and things, you know? I was really intrigued. I'm always there to find out things that I can get for a good deal that are a good quality, so I am really interested to hear your opinion on that. So let's get blending. Okay, blending done. I do feel like I look like a ghost. This was maybe a shade too light, but it has given a nice coverage. It's definitely medium, I would say. I wouldn't say this is completely full coverage, because I can still see a few things on my face, but overall quite impressed. Not too bad. I quite like it. Not too bad. And for, you know, £3, I've had worse for a lot more price tag on it, so really happy with this, I think. Although on camera it does look worse than in real life. I do look like a ghost right now. So let's move on. I have got this here, so I'm going to try this next. I don't know whether this is supposed to be a highlighter or just a normal powder. It's just called Angel Powder. This is £3 and it comes in a fancy little sparkly box, which is cute. I must say I do love all of the packaging for the items here. They are really fancy, and they do look like they've really tried and upped their game. So this is it here. It's got a big hole in the bottom where I put my nail through it by accident, but it's got a sort of ombre pinky whitey look to it, so I really don't know what to expect with this. So I'm going to give this a try. I'm just going to take this on a nice fluffy brush here, and we'll just put this on and see what happens, really. So I would say this is definitely a matte finish. So I'm going to take this across my face. I love the name Angel Powder. It sounds like it should be a name for a drug or something. But yeah, it's applying really nicely, and it's just setting the ever so slightly tackiness of the foundation, but I must say it wasn't very tacky at all. It dried really nicely, so it definitely was a matte finish. So continuing with my ghosty look, I am now going to try this fancy palette here, which is very, very similar to a toothpaste palette. Look at that. It's the PS Chocolate Cheek Palette. It does smell vaguely of chocolate, but I just love the design inside. So we have got 4 different items here. So we have got vanilla cream, chocolate orange, strawberry melt and milk chocolate. I would say that this one here, which is vanilla cream, is more like a highlighter kind of shade, and the milk chocolate here and the chocolate orange are more sort of bronzy contoury shades. So that's what I'm going to use this for, because I couldn't find a contour. So I'm going to try that. I think I'm going to take milk chocolate, this one here, and give that one a go as my contour. So let's find a brush for that. I'm going to use my Model Zone one. This here is my favourite brush for contour at the moment. So let's give you a go. Let's take some of this. I would say you do need to work a little bit to get it out of the palette, but I do think it is a decent shade. You see that there? You can definitely see that on my pale ghost-like face on the screen here. But yeah, I think this is quite nice and it's blending quite nicely. I wasn't sure what to expect with this. I didn't know whether it was just going to be really powdery or whether it was going to have no pigment whatsoever, but I feel like it's somewhere in between. I feel like I could maybe use this colour more as a sort of bronzy kind of effect and take the darker one maybe as a contour. Let's take chocolate orange. Now I'm going to take a big fluffy brush and blend that out because it looks so harsh with how pale my skin is looking right now. Who knew? Who knew that you could make yourself look like a ghost? Okay, so now I've given that a bit of a blend, we're not looking so bad. I'm now going to take a different colour blusher. I do find that less pinky ones are more suited to my skin tone, so I've gone for a more corally sort of peachy coloured one. This one is £1.50, this is the PS blusher and it's called Taboo. So if I open this up you can see it's more sort of a peachy orangey sort of colour. So I'm going to take that on a nice brush here and we're just going to take that on my cheeks. Yeah, I do like this. This is a nice colour and I think this fits quite nicely. Blusher done. We are now going to move on to highlighter, which I am very excited for because I found this. It is the PS Lunar Glow highlighter palette. This looks fabulous. I love this glittery packaging. I think it looks absolutely fab, and it's got 4 different shades inside. So we've got a blue one, a green one, a silvery kind of one, and a sort of yellowy one, which I think looks absolutely fab. These two here look very similar on camera right now to me, but I can tell there's definitely a difference in them. And I'm going to take they have really cool colours, names as well for these colours: Spectrum, Backlight, Chroma and Opaline. I'm going to take Opaline, which is this one here, which is the more yellowy one. So I feel like that's going to work better with the look that I am trying to go for today. So let's find a brush. I'll take my EcoTools fan brush and let's give this one a whirl. I do find that they are a little bit powdery, some of these items, but who knows? I mean, I definitely have some on my brush, but I'm not seeing it come out on my face. Let's try this side. Okay, with the light I can kind of see it. It's a bit darker in my room on that side, so yeah, I can definitely see it now. It just needs a bit of light, so it's not too bad, you know. I can kind of see it. I don't know whether you can see on camera, just here. It's kind of giving a little bit of a pinky glow. So I may take this kind of greeny one, which is Backlight, and just... oh yeah, that looks better. Can you see just here? That's working nicely. A bit of both, I think. There we go. Let's put a bit here, put a bit there, Cupid's bow, that bit just there. Lovely, nice and glowy. So I think definitely it depends what colour you're using, and you can definitely see it when you put it in the light. I wouldn't say it's blowing my mind with highlight, but I do think it definitely, there is something there. It's more like a healthy kind of glow rather than a pow in your face kind of glow, which is good. I kind of like that about it. Next up, I am going to take on my brows. So I have got the PS brow pencil, and I've got this in the shade dark brown, and this was £1. This has a pencil at one end, which is like this, and it's got a spoolie at the other. So once I get all this packaging off, because I forgot to remove it, we will then take on my brows. Okay, let's tackle these bad boys. I don't know if this is the right shade, but from my last eyebrow attempt, it was definitely the wrong shade that I had. So dark brown hopefully is the one for me. So let's give this little one a go. It comes off very, very quickly and easily. It's very pigmented, this pencil. And now I've just drawn it over myself. Lovely. You can tell how much I do eyebrows. I'm so not used to doing them, it's ridiculous. But I don't know how to tame these bad boys. I'm definitely going to have to get these seen to. But until I can be bothered to do that, I will just take these on. Okay, eyebrows are done. They look absolutely terrifying and quite creepy. But comment down below, tell me if you agree with this. I personally feel like if you do your eyebrows before you do your eyeshadow, your eyebrows just look really out of place on your face. I really do think that if you do your eyeshadow first, your eyebrows tend to be not as sort of in your face because your eyes are balancing it out somehow. But I do really feel like that my eyebrows just really stick out when I do them if I haven't done my eyeshadow first. I'd really love to hear your opinion. Am I the only one thinking this? But I really think that that is the case. Okay, so moving on, we're now going to take on eyeshadow, I think. I didn't find a eyeshadow primer, so I'm using my Rimmel London Magnified Eye Primer. That's this one here. I'm just going to put that on my eyes to get them ready. So this is the PS Urban eyeshadow palette. It looks just like an Urban Decay palette with the font that they're using and things. It does look absolutely fantastic. I do think that they're basing their packaging off of these things, just like with the cheap palette, off of big brands. It definitely looks like Urban Decay, and I think they're just trying things that they've already been tried and tested, so they know they're going to be good, and just trying to make their own mark on them. This is £4, and it has got so many different shades in the back of here. And they've all got really cool names. So if I show you what they look like here, we've got a really versatile palette. I think this one would be great for travelling with such different colours in here. We have got, let's go through them. So this one is called Marshmallow, Mirage, Mulberry, Willow, Labyrinth is that blue one, Rust, Saffron, Khaki, Ambition, and Merlot is that one down there. So if you can see that. So we're going to choose some nice peachy shades from this palette, I think, today to go with this look that we're coming up with. So I'm going to take Willow, I think. That's this one just here. And I'm just going to use a fluffy brush and put that on as my base. But it's coming on very nicely. It's definitely, there is pigment there, which is good. I wouldn't say it's blowing my mind pigment, but there's definitely some there. But that could also be because I'm using a shade that's very close to my skin tone, so I won't be able to see it majorly to begin with, but it's definitely got some, and it's going on nice and smoothly. It's blending quite well. Okay, so now I'm going to take this one just here, which is called Mirage, and I am going to put that in the crease again with my fluffy brush. And this looks like a nice sort of light peachy kind of colour, which is lovely. This one, yeah, I can definitely see the pigment now. But I do think this is going to be a very versatile palette. I would say this one is very good for travel when you don't know what you're going to need and you don't want to take too much stuff. This would definitely be good for that. And then you have shades for every occasion. Lovely. Next I'm going to take this more sort of burnt orange colour, and I believe this one is Saffron. And I'm just going to put that on my base area, lower lash. Yeah, this is looking really nice. I actually love the kind of sunsetty colour. I think that looks great. Let me know in the comments if you want to see a sunset styled sort of tropical eye look. I think that would be a really good tutorial. Let me know if that's something that you're interested in, and I would definitely give that a go. I'm just going to take that underneath my eye as well. Oh, that orange definitely brings out the blue that I have in my eyes. Right, now I'm going to take my Spectrum brush here. This is the B04, and I'm going to go in with this sort of brick red colour, which is called Mulberry. And I'm just going to put that in my outer corner. That looks cool. Let's try the other side. They are a little bit powdery in the palette, so there is a bit of fallout within the palette, but I wouldn't say I'm getting a lot on my face, which is really good, because we don't want to be covered in red stuff, especially with such a light foundation. Wow, that looks really very cool and intense. Okay, so now I'm just going to take this colour here, which is a really sort of yellow colour, and this one is called Ambition, and I'm just going to take that very at the top here, just to sort of lighten the mood a little bit. Wow, that is definitely very cool. I'm very impressed with the colour payoff from this palette. Really, really impressed with that. I think it looks really cool. And yeah, definitely impressed with this palette. We'll definitely be using that one more often, I think. And to follow that, I'm now going to go in with mascara, which is the PS Pro High Impact Mascara Ultra Volume and Lift, and this was £3. Again, fancy packaging, very cool. And this has got a very thin bit on the end. So let's give this a go and see what we can do. Yeah, I'm definitely getting a bit of something. I wouldn't say it's really taking it across all of my lashes, but I've tried worse. Yeah, definitely that's not too bad at all. Quite impressed with that, especially for £3. Yeah, not bad. Let's do the other eye. Yeah, quite impressed with that. The more I used it, the more I liked it. Yeah, not bad for £3 at all. Really like that, and it comes out quite nicely. So there's a good colour payoff there. It could be worse, and I've definitely used better, so quite impressed, and I've had worse with much more expensive things, so that is definitely a good find. And last up, I'm going to finish this look with the PS Velvet Matte Lipstick Crayon. This is really cool. This was £2, and it's just like a giant crayon. So let's get going. It's like using a lip liner and filling it in at the same time, and it's all really good. So let's give this colour a go. This definitely fits with the eye look I'm going for today. Yeah, I really like that. It's really creamy, goes on really nicely, and yeah, really good. I think that it would be beneficial to put a lip balm on first, because it will show up my dry lips really badly, but yeah, it feels good. It feels kind of creamy, like a NYX matte lip cream, but in the pencil instead, and yeah, I really like this colour. So guys, that is my Primark try on. I really enjoyed testing these products. I was really impressed with the quality of them. Definitely some good items there. I really love the eyeshadow palette, and definitely the lip items. These are really good. Love this. I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I have. I've really enjoyed testing these products. Really good items. Definitely the eyeshadow palette and the lip item are definitely my favourites. I think really good value for money and good products there as well. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comments if there is any other brands that you would like me to do a try out of, any other videos that you'd like to see from me, and I will see you very soon with a new video. Bye.